Good morning everyone, just taking a stroll to my elm tree near the old bus station, and along the route unfortunately I've come across this site, which this used to be, well partially still is, a black mulberry, which the scientific name is Morus nigra, but anyway, this lovely black mulberry tree is no more. So I'm not sure when this happened, but I'm pretty sure when I passed through here a couple of months ago, I'm pretty sure this was a standing tree. So I'll need to get in touch with the Exeter City Council to find out if this was down to storm damage or if this was actually by human design. So that might take me a week or two, as they're not always very quick to respond. So this is more just a case of highlighting another tree that unfortunately has come to an unfortunate demise. So a little bit about black mulberry. As I said, it's actually a non-native tree that was introduced years ago, and like I say, the fruit is edible. And then the other mulberry tree that I know of in Exeter, there's a couple. There's quite a nice one at Heavy Tree Park, and there's one by the side of the cathedral grounds, which was about the same size as this one. So we'll have a closer look at the trunk and the bark. And then we'll actually be able to sort of hopefully count the rings later and get an accurate age, but I'd sort of guess between 40 and 50 years, but just a guess. So we can't undo what's been done, but we can only learn from this. So hopefully, not often you get to see the base of the tree or the plate system, the deep roots. You can see that like network of large roots, which then filter off into smaller roots and even smaller roots, which then usually have some sort of relationship with underground fungi, mycorrhizal relationship, which we're only just really understanding now. But yeah, this is just to sort of show you before this gets taken away, and I imagine they'll grind it up into chippings or something. I mean, even now, look, you've got a little spider there. So, as I said, I don't know exactly when this happened or the reasons behind it. I don't recall any disease on this tree, but it wasn't one I heavily studied. It was one that I would just notice as I was studying other trees on my sort of weekend study. But I will, like I say, have a chat with the Exeter City Council. I've got a couple of contacts there because I do want to know when this happened and also the reasoning, because it's important that if mature trees are disappearing, we need to have a valid reason behind it, and more importantly, we need to understand the replanting strategy, which in Exeter is actually pretty bad, being completely honest. You know, for example, if they know that a tree is diseased, they'll plant it, and then a month or two later it comes down, but then it feels like years until they replant, and it's very rarely they replant in the same place where it's needed. That is the frustrating part. They have a habit of replanting in places which are already full of green, like valley parks, but actually you need them where streets and pavements are. That's another battle I'm having anyway. So I would hope to see that once they have removed the stump, assuming that that's what they'll do, I believe they would do that. There's actually plenty of space around here to plant other trees as well. So this is just behind Southern Hay Gardens. I will put the exact location in the description later. This is just a quick video about this lovely tree. And you can see this area, quite a lot of magnolias, pretty acers. I believe there's a Persian ironwood behind that magnolia. I believe that to be a magnolia. But as I said, there is plenty of room to replant here, so there should be no excuse or reason or it having to go through several million layers of paperwork and then getting planted 2 or 3 years later. We need to get replacement trees in the ground as soon as possible, because as I said, when we take a mature tree out, we really should be trying to replant with several young trees as a matter of urgency. So, like I said, I'm just about to finish this video, so apologies, I can see a couple of people have joined now. But once it's finished processing, you can, like I say, review it later on. But for those that are watching, this is a black mulberry tree, and this is the one behind the Southern Hay Gardens, which, as far as I was aware, was standing here 6 months ago. But now it's, as you can see, it's not. I don't know if this was storm damage or human design, but as I said, I will find out, and I'll post it on my news and website later on. But yeah, plenty of space to replant, and ideally for a tree this size, I'd like to see at least 3 or 4 young trees planted nearby. Anyway, thanks for watching.